Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Sunday stream. Hope everyone's doing well. We'll be back in the single player world today. Got some things I want to do over there. I am very close to the end of an Afterlife episode. I was editing it before today's stream, so I didn't want to stream on Afterlife today. I've got a couple things I want to do to finish off my video. And then next weekend, we'll start on the castle over there. So I wanted to work on the single player world today. We haven't been in it in a while anyways. Wanted to kind of flip-flop a little back and forth. So let's get going. Oh, you know what? What don't I have? Aha! Aha! Give me 1 second while I get my command thingy going. Not that. It is under. I have a. How does LS not work? Oh, I need PowerShell. Is that what I need? I think so. Yeah. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Get Minecraft day count. Can I vim the readme? No. Nope. 1 second, chat, while I get this day counter going. Just get on my GitHub. So I have a Python script. Let's look at all my repos. I have a Python script I wrote like a few years ago. To be able to grab, there we go. To be able to grab the day counter from the level.dat file. So let's try that. Fingers crossed. There we go. 3100 should be updating. There we go. Cool. I forgot that we had 3100 days. I forgot about that. We're still on 1.20.4 as well. I will be updating. I know we're on 1.21.8 now, I think. I will be updating, just not right now. There we go. I think I was using this for something or another where I was... oh, the last time we were in this world... The last time we were in this world was because I was getting information for the castle build because I was planning that creative. Put it down to 18, I think. Ooh, yeah, this way is very laggy. If you go this way, it gets a little better. But we'll be in the nether anyways, so it won't be a huge deal. That's the plan anyways. Let's just grab that. Yeah, because, let's see. I got a bunch of... I'll put my chest plate on just to be safe. I have a bunch of stuff somewhere in here. Potion of fire resistance that I keep on me. I think I emptied a bunch of these shulker boxes as well, or tried to. I don't remember. You go there. This is our book of to-do list things as well, which I do need to update a little bit. Not much though, just a little bit. Over this way is a little less laggy. This way is just very laggy because of the storage. If you look over this way, it's a lot better. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. I am doing well. Like I said, started today's stream. I've been working on an episode today and throughout this week. So my plan is to have that out by next weekend. So now that a lot of things have kind of simmered down. I feel like I keep saying that, but I think it's also because there has been kind of like a thing after thing after thing happen, you know? And that kind of just is life in general. But what you gonna do? Our beacons should show us the way over here. So we're gonna do a little bit of work over the Wither Skeleton farm today. We might fight a Wither later. Actually, we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna set a 30-minute timer. Yeah, a 30-minute timer that we're gonna use to do some digging for a bit. And then once the digging is over, we're gonna go fight a Wither, I think. Hello, friend. Get out of here. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, if you see down here, we're making some serious progress on this nether fortress right here. I'm actually really impressed with how this is going. This needs to be fixed, but the problem with this skeleton farm, it works. It's just that they could reach, I think this is like a pre 1.20 farm or something, and they can reach in the middle and kill the iron golem, or the blazes shoot it or something. Like it's not fun. So, but I believe if we move down here, you'll be able to see some pigmen. Okay, cool. One of these, because this is an impulse SV item sorter. As many of you know, I use too many of these. We've got 3 wither skulls in here that I can take. I want to keep one in here to make sure the wither skeleton skulls get filtered into here and make sure the storage system works. But yeah, we've got one. We have magma cream in here. Is it just in the end? I think it might just be in the end or something. I don't know. It's not a terrible farm if, you know, when the iron golem's around and, you know, being healed and being used. So, we're going to set a timer. We're going to go for 30 or so minutes, and then we're going to go fight a Wither, because that's going to be fun, and that sounds fun to me. We can always use more beacons. Like, you can never have enough beacons in a world. I've learned that on the Afterlife server, and it's very true here. Like, there is such a thing as not, you know, there's no such thing as too many beacons. All right, let's start a timer. We want it for 30. Why you still have my 30-minute timer on here from last time? Using my phone to time. Got shulker boxes on us in the event that I'm gonna put you in my offhand, make it a little more lit up. We've got shulker boxes here to be able to gather the materials, and we'll see how much. I'm hoping we can get this much done in 30 minutes, at least. And then from there, I don't really know what I want to do. To be quite honest, we might like start there and work our way this way. There's a little bit of space over there we might want to take care of. I don't really know. We'll figure it out. So. And we do need to get to the pillars underneath of here at some point. That'll be a bit of a challenge, but we'll get there. So, all right, starting the timer now. Is that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're going. We're jumping right into it. I'm only gonna take off so much of this, so many of these slabs, so the rest of it can stay spawn proof. So we don't have to deal with mobs there. Do little bits at a time, little bits at a time. So yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. Let's see, I didn't stream last weekend, I streamed the weekend before that. I didn't stream last weekend mainly because we weren't here. So that was the thing. Last weekend, Emma went to her graduation, so you guys, if you guys are in the Discord, you will have seen that already. If you're not in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But if you are in the Discord, you will have already seen some of those pictures because she posted them there. So, and now she has a bunch of free time and she doesn't know what to do with it. So she'll find things up. There's always things to do, especially when you. I mean, I've talked a lot on this stream, especially about owning a home. Like, When you own a home, there's always things to do. So she'll find things to do. We have a door that we're fixing right now, and there's weeding to do in the backyard and little projects we need to figure out. And she's gonna make a Gantt chart for a lot of this stuff. So easy peasy. It's boiling here as well, and it's been a pretty hot week, unfortunately. I have the fan on in my, you probably can't hear it, but I have the ceiling fan on in my office because it's pretty warm in here. My door is mostly closed, so yeah, it's a bit of a heat wave. I mean, it's August, like it's not abnormal, so it's gonna be warm. We have AC as well, so, but hey, what's up, Worst? Oh, hopefully you're doing well today. Happy Sunday for most people. Some people are on Monday by now, but most of us are still Sunday. Go. We're currently on a 30-minute timer, so we're about 4 minutes into it, 3 or 4 minutes into it, for working on tearing down this fortress. Once we're done with this fortress, we're gonna go fight a wither. Very poggers. I am doing well today. How you doing, Sinextan? Good to see you. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, y'all. I don't say it as well as Joe Hill says it, so I'm not gonna be that cringy. But I have started to use the word howdy a lot more, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, or if it, you know, just a thing, but every time I sign on to onto the Afterlife server now, I just say howdy instead of hi or zero slash or o slash. Hey, sounds good. Yeah, we'll be pretty chill here. Like I said, we've got a 30-minute timer for this stuff, and then we'll fight a wither, which I know chill and wither are not normally two words that go together. But I don't know. I feel like fighting a wither is not that hard at this stage of the game that I'm at, you know? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is happening? What is happening? My bow just went crazy. I think my mouse is finally failing. I just ordered a new mouse. Oh man. Yeah, it's over in my it's over in our room. It's not very far from my office. It's across the hall. It's very full and needs emptied, but it's there. Oh yeah, webcam's always at the ready. I mean, given that, yeah, since we've moved, like, then this setup's gonna stay here probably for as long as we live in this house, which could be 5 years or it could be 50, who knows. I don't imagine this setup's really gonna move. it's kind of like where I'm at right now is like the ideal location in my office. So I don't imagine that my setup's gonna move very much, if at all. The only thing I could see is moving my setup, like I have my work setup next to me and just like swapping the two desks, but I don't think I'd actually do that, to be honest. The reason I put my setup in my office is closer to my door, and my gaming setup is closer to my door, and my work setup is closer to the window. Main reason I did that was just because I didn't want to have any kind of window noise, any kind of outdoor noise that might come through on a microphone. Like I didn't even want a chance of that. So, and for work, I don't really care. No one really cares. Work, I have a headset, which does a lot of noise suppression. So. The headset's actually pretty nice. I mean, the listening part of it, the earphone thingies could use some work. As in, they're just a little, they hurt a little bit if you have the headphones on for too long, but the headset itself, like the mic's actually pretty good. It sounds like a headset mic, but I mean, for a headset mic, you know, you're not screeching and you're not gonna hurt someone's ears. So I'll take it. Hello. Get out of here. Thank you. Yeah, my mouse is not like me. Oh, okay, so it is. Unless it's a newer Minecraft thing. On the Afterlife server, I can just like hold down left click and just get everything out of here. If I wanted to, like I could literally just do this. I'm guessing that's either a mod that we have or it's a newer Minecraft thing. Because I'm still on 1.20.4 on this world. There we go. Up. Then we'll go here. Where are we at now? Got about 20 minutes left. So my work and play PCs are right next to each other. I just keep all my music stuff on my play PC and use my normal headphones. It's nice and convenient. I don't have a problem with working and playing the same desk. Fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't have enough room for that. I've tried both at the same desk before, but it's just like I would need like a laptop because like my work laptop is a laptop. It's not a desktop. So I would need like a laptop stand for it or something. And or a way to connect it up to both of my monitors, which I don't currently have. Both my monitors are connected to my desktop. Then I couldn't have both on at the same time if I wanted to. So there's also that. But I'd have to shut one down and turn on the other one and the whole thing. I could probably find, I don't know what these monitors, if I have a way of switching between the inputs, but yeah, if you can make it work, and yeah, it is convenient to just use all the same stuff. I have an extra monitor though that I use for work that's on my other desk, so it'd be kind of nice at home to have a 3 monitor setup. Use the 2 I have in my desktop and then the 3rd that I have for work right now. And then with my laptop screen, technically, it could be 4 monitors, but none of the desks I have are big enough for that, to be honest. So Because even my 2 monitors right now, they're on like a monitor arm thing, but it's not like clamped to my desk. It's sitting on my desk, so I could definitely use a better arm for my monitors. Desk is like one from a doctor's surgery. I have rooms for 2 PCs and a printer underneath it, 2 keyboards, 2 monitors, and a big PC on top. Wow, that's a big desk. One of the monitors is shared between the home and work PC. Gotcha. That's a big desk. I think, I don't know, I have a standing desk for my desktop here as well. I don't think I've used the standing desk portion of what I have in a long time, and I would like to. Partly because I don't think I'm at this desk enough to really need a standing desk portion of it, where like I would stand up for, like, I don't spend like 8-9 hours at my gaming PC anymore. I'll spend a few hours like streaming or something, or I'll spend a few hours working on videos, then I'll go up and go do something else. So like I don't spend enough time here to really use a standing desk, I guess, for it to, you know, have the optimal effect. I would only use the standing desk part for like editing and stuff as well. So, and I kind of prefer to sit if I can. Sounds like priorities are all wrong. Yeah. Working a little too much. Too much work, not enough play. Terrible work-life balance, you know. Yeah, it's been interesting, you know. It's been an interesting few years. So you'd think like in those few years I would have done a lot of like, I don't know, super fun stuff. I wouldn't say that's really been the case. It's been a lot of, I mean, at the end of the day, it's fun, but it's also a lot of work, you know, that goes into the things I've been doing, right? Between this year was buying this house. Last year was, you know, some work stuff, but a lot of it was just like wedding stuff. It's not like we got to go on like a 2-week cruise or something, but yeah, well, I'm also like way ahead of people in my age range, right? Like I took the age thing off my rules, which I do remember doing that. I'm 25, almost 26, and like it is not normal for people that I know to be married and have bought a house by 25 years old, you know? So part of that as well has just been like, we're ahead of the game, you know? We speed run getting to 40. So so it's those things where like people my age are more so like still like have a nightlife or still trying to figure out what their life even is, you know? And everyone to some degree is always trying to figure out what their life is and what's going to be, you know? It's continuous improvement, continuous change always. You know, if you're ever stagnant, usually a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing as well, right? Like, you're a decade further along. Yeah, I mean, the average age of a first-time home buyer now, I think, is like either 37 or 38. So, yeah. And there's like a ton of different reasons for that. You know, there is the housing market, which in most places across the world is not great. You know, in America, for sure isn't in a number of places. Some places it's fine, but where we're at, definitely not. Maryland does not have a great housing market. We also bought in a highly desirable area, so that'll do it. So it's partially that, and then there's also just the idea that people are just, you know, you're not necessarily gonna buy a house if you're like single and still trying to figure out work, and or, you know, if you are by yourself and you don't want to have to take care of something, you know. It's a lot easier to just rent. You add that on top of like, and go into salaries and the economy and things like that, where it's just, you know, more and more difficult for people to afford a home. You know, it's just kind of a recipe for that stuff getting worse. So, I'm doing good, Kensington. How you doing? Good to see you. A friend of mine is buying his first house at 40, although his wife has owned their current home for some. Oh, nice. Okay. I've seen that occasionally, where like before two people get married, like one person bought a home and so they own something, and then, you know, they either sell that and buy something new, you know, after marriage, or they'll like try to get the person on the loan or on the title, or both. At least the title. So it is weird to be an adult. I'm like a full-fledged adult now. When I started making content 11 years ago, I was in high school. You know, like, even like, oh gosh. Yeah, that was 2014. Even like 2017, 2018 era, like I was like early college. Just crazy. COVID era was end of college, beginning of work life, and then this era is, you know, I'm a full-fledged adult kind of thing. So weird. Feels weird. Feels weird, man. If that's even an emote, I have no idea. I'm not on Twitch enough to know if that's an actual emote anymore, or if it even was, or if I just made it up. I probably just made it up. Knowing me, I just make stuff up. Basically what they're doing, so they're both on decent salaries now. I'm moving one street away from me, so I'm looking for more opportunities for board gaming. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, we haven't done a whole lot recently, but I found out like a month or two ago now that a friend of mine from college actually lives like basically across the street. We hadn't talked in a long time, and I ran into him at something. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know. We live here. Oh, where do you live? Oh, we live there. Oh, I could literally walk to your house if I wanted to." So it's weird how that works. But we've done more things with them and whatnot. So. So I had to finish homework that I had 6 weeks for during the last weekend. Hey, I mean, if you get it done, all that matters is that you get it done. I feel that though. I did a lot of that, those levels of procrastination in school. So, walking in America, impossible. Actually, where I live, it's very possible. It's just like, yeah. But I live in Maryland, so. And more like suburban Maryland, so it's a little more walkable than other places. I don't like some of the newer areas in both, even in Maryland, but also like in other like states that I've seen. They're very cookie cutter, very small lots, and you don't really have walkability to go anywhere. It's still very car centric, but you have this tiny lot. So yeah, our lot's small, but it's not like, I don't think it feels as tiny because we also don't have like a big house. We have a decent sized house. It's 2,100 square feet, but a lot of these homes that are being built, especially over in like the Midwest, are like 3,000, 4,000 square foot homes on like the same size lot we have. We have like a third of an acre, which is fine. But or what's happening in some of the older neighborhoods, not around here, but in other states I've seen, where they'll keep the same lot size and they'll tear down the home from the 60s and build this like gigantic, we call them McMansions, like these gigantic homes on the same size lot. It's like, I mean, I guess if you want to, you know, it's your land, it's your money. It looks weird, but if that's what you want to do, then, you know, go for it. I do have a hardcore, yeah. I've had this hardcore world for 4 years. So, I've played off and on. You know, it hasn't been super consistent. So, it's an amplified world as well. It's a fun world. I like it. Get out of here. Get out of here. I passed his new house 3 times a week when I walked to the dialysis clinic. They had a hiccup during the selling buying process, so I was checking that the sold sign of their new house still said sold. Yep. Yeah, home buying, home selling, buying. There's always a chance something will go wrong, and typically it's if you're getting a mortgage for something that can happen with your approval for a loan, basically. And there's other things that can happen as well, but that's, you know, approval for a loan is a big part of it. We were getting into situations where people like actually weren't pre-approved. So like a mortgage lender would say, yeah, this person can afford it, but they wouldn't actually like give them a pre-approval letter. They hadn't actually really checked their finances. And, you know, they would get the house and then not get approved. It apparently was a thing. I don't really know why that's a thing, but it's a thing. Kind of a weird thing. Like, do you not want to know how much you can afford before you buy a house? I think you would want to, but what do I know? I can bike everywhere here in Netherlands, but I live in a hilly area, so it can be annoying. Yeah, part of it in America is we're just so spread out. You know, we just have a lot of land where people can spread out. Especially places in Europe, you know, there's not as much land to go around, so you can't really spread out as much as folks in America can. A lot of houses being built now are meant to be multi-generational, so they are massive, but meant for like 6+ adults to live in. Interesting. Okay. Having a bigger house, if you have 6+ adults living, it does make sense. I just feel like definitely where I'm at, that's not as big of a thing. Like, you might have, like, as someone's parents get older, they move in. I've seen that before, but nothing more than maybe like 3 adults in a house. So usually if they have kids, they're already grown up, and so those are worse than hardcore and survival worlds where I just try not to die. Having played a lot of hardcore has helped me, has certainly helped me not die nearly as much in worlds. Even on the Afterlife server, I have a propensity to not die now that I've played in enough hardcore worlds. But UK, a lot of modern house elements are not very walkable. There's lots of compact areas, 100+ year old row homes, as you call them, very near the shops, and there are still some corner shops. Yeah, maybe it's just a thing of modern housing, things not being as walkable. It's a bit sad, really. Walkability is so nice. We don't really walk anywhere. I mean, we can walk to shops and stuff. We don't. I'll typically take the 5-minute drive to go there. Be able to load things in my car to take back. But I do see people from our neighborhood walk over to like the grocery store and walk back. So it's like a 30-minute walk, like one way. So it's still a bit of a trek for some people. We have a couple of parks around us that are nice that we can easily walk to. So we'll walk to those. Like a 15-minute walk one way. Like pretty big parks too. Not like these tiny parks meant for like a subdivision or something. Like pretty big parks. So pretty cool. We'll have to go to America. Somebody needs to know how America is. Well, the funny thing I think about going to America, right, is like depending upon where you go, you'll get a very different experience. It's such a location diverse country. If you go to, you know, Alabama, it's going to be a different experience from Los Angeles, California, which is going to be a different experience from Detroit, Michigan, which is going to be a different experience from DC. So it also depends upon like where you want to go. There's certain things that are common, but like everyone's very different. Florida is entirely different, entirely different state. Versus, you know, if you go up to Maine, which has its own things, and you go down to Texas. Texas is, I don't know, a mixture of a lot of things, to be honest. It's very hot down there. My brother used to live in Texas, so he would talk about it a little bit. You know, I can live there half a year for my study, but it would also cost lots of money. Yeah. Be a pretty penny. It's a 30-minute walk. Should be about 30 minutes. Maybe it's 25, but it's walkable enough. I mean, I've lived in places where like you wouldn't be able to walk to a grocery store, you know, like. So the fact that we could even walk to one is pretty cool. I don't know why. I'm gonna say I don't know why. It is good exercise to be able to walk that distance, go grocery shopping, and walk back. But I typically don't, just because if I'm actually going to the grocery store, I'm getting a lot of stuff that I want to take back with me. So. Got 2 minutes left on the timer. Make good progress. I'll start on this one over here, and then whenever the timer runs out, we'll just cover it back up. Going back to walkability, though, there are housing developments in the inner city where certain plots are reserved for shops and amenities. Good. They're trying to do some of that stuff in America as well. I've seen some like smaller towns. The development I live in is older, but it was set up. It was a planned community, so it was like set up with, oh, your school's like, the elementary school's like a 5-minute walk down the road, you know. They have all kinds of parks and they're called tot lots, which are just like the child playgrounds. Don't have as many like shops and things, but we also don't live that, like, it's a 30-minute walk to like a bunch of shops, so it's not that bad if you really wanted to go. Get there in 10 minutes of walking. Maybe it's just an American thing that 30 minutes isn't that bad, but like I said, compared to where I've lived before, you know, where you can't walk anywhere. Or if you are walking, like the last place we lived, if we wanted to walk to like, there was a restaurant down the street. We lived off of a major road that did not have a sidewalk down to said restaurant. So if I wanted to walk to said restaurant, I'd have to walk on the side of the road, which is not particularly safe. Thank you, a wise phone. Cool. All right, we're gonna stop here. Actually, we're gonna finish this height. Might as well not stop here. Might as well finish this height. Then we're gonna go fight a wither. What, even 30 minutes? That's crazy. Oh, wrong one. Gimme. Plenty before I warm up some leftovers for dinner. Nice. Zoning in the U.S., which sometimes centers nearby amenities, no strict zoning. In the UK, students get planning permission to convert a house residential area into a shop or an office. Yeah, zoning issues in America are a big thing. Gotten a lot more attention recently. I'm just good and bad, you know. the fact that it's getting attention is good and bad, you know, because bad things come along with it, arguments and very strong opinions, but you know, if it leads to a better future, then I'm all for it. Where you at? There we go. Alright, we got our skulls. Do I have any skulls in here, actually? I do not. Lucky me. Alright, we need a little bit of soul sand, which if we go back home, we'll be able to find some pretty easily, but more than likely. Got everything in this world, it's great. It'd be so difficult to start a world now for me, because I know like the next season of Half-Life is going to be hard for me. Which way do we need to go? This way? In large part because I haven't started a new world literally since Afterlife season 5 started 3 years ago. I haven't played in a new world. So it's going to be interesting. It's been over 3 years. By the time that season starts, it'll have been 3.5. Because this world I've had since 2021. So, season 5 started in 2022. So I have no idea what it's going to be like. My storage over here. That's Ocean Monument. No, thank you. What are you? Mob Farm. I keep forgetting that this thing exists. Because actually, we'll just go through here real quick. I'll just fly over. You guys haven't seen my mob farm. It's like, it was like the first thing I built in the world. Or the second thing, because I think I built my starter house first. But it's literally just a dark room spawner. That's it. There's nothing special about it. But this is still my major source of gunpowder. Oh man, hello creepers. Produces a lot of gunpowder. I'm gonna be honest here. It's pretty good at producing gunpowder, you know. I don't use a lot of rockets, so. Kill some mobs while I'm here. Like, and as you can see, you know, it works pretty well. It's not like super duper efficient, but as far as darkroom mob spawners that are early game farms go, it works pretty well. Bunch of rotten flesh there. This video is pouring worse out of my 10. It's out for a day. Should have changed the name or wait. I mean, I hate the 10 scale, so up to you. If I went off of the 10 scale, I'd never produce an Afterlife video because my Afterlife videos are consistently, except for I think the last one because I changed some things up. My Afterlife videos are consistently like 10 out of 10. So you can try some things. Do you try like the different thumbnail tests? Like put in 3 different thumbnails and see which one works out better? Because I wouldn't look as much at like the ranking out of 10 as it is like kind of the like some of the other analytics, right? Like how many impressions is it getting? What's your click-through rate? Things like that. It could be that just the video, just the algorithm didn't pick it up, and no matter if you change the name, it may not change it. But if you really don't like the name and you can think of something better, like if it's not performing well, there's no harm in changing the title. On previous apartments, it was extreme. It was above the officers in a builder's yard. A pair of 1820s cottages knocked together. Downstairs was their premises. Upstairs was the apartment they rented out. Interesting setup. Kind of cool though. All right, bear with me with the lag, folks. Welcome to shaders in this world. Around this area, but I think we go out here. It's basically a slideshow. Soul sand is probably over here. Glass, end items, nether items. We're gonna want some potions. I think I have some potions down. No, I have potions over here, don't I? Yes? No, maybe so. I don't know. I could probably last without potions though. I don't remember if I have any potions just stocked away over here or not. Okay, I do. Already brewed potions. Instant health. I really should make these splash potions probably. Take a regen. It's fire res, water breathing, night vision, visibility. I don't have a strength potion? Let's go brew some strength potions, I think. I need nether wart. I usually make them longer too, so I need some redstone. But actually probably doesn't matter for this one. So give me another wart. We need blaze powder, I believe, because that's what gives you strength potions. Got 2 brewing stands. We can just knock out a brewing stand here. Actually, I'll take an extra blaze powder as fuel if we need it. Putting that away in there. Okay. We're gonna go use my brewing stand over here. It's been a while since I've seen this view. Long time. So my brewing section is up here. Okay, we do have some. We'll put some more in there. Oh, I didn't get glass bottles. Ha ha. I'm funny. I also have some stuff already over here. Good to know. Good job, me. Very proud. 10 out of 10. Going through here, I think. Actually, we should go in through up here because this will be faster. Should have some empty bottles down here. It's the wrong side. So what these signs are, by the way, if you see these anywhere, that's me just saying there's nothing in those barrels. Because I need to fill up all these barrels to get all the item sorting to work, so. We're gonna have, we only need 3. Why did I grab 6? 1, 2, 3. I need 3. Let's go fill them up. Celebrated Whitefire Opera House. I still love this build. You know, when I spend a little bit of time and effort and put it into a world, put it into a build, pretty happy with how it turns out. This whole front area, right? So I built this bridge like a month or 2 ago, I think. Maybe it was more than that now. I still really like this bridge. And it goes up here, right? And it got this little thing here. And I can look at that. We've got our giant nether portal. We've got, this is where our smelting setup is at. I put little windows up in here. Where did I get that from? I don't remember where I got that from, but I really like it. The gazebo's been up there for ages now. But I think the opera house is my favorite build, even though it's not an actual opera house. I spent so long designing and working on that. I mean, it's still technically in progress. Like, the design of it is done, but like all the storage isn't. So many cows down there. Oh my gosh. We're gonna sleep? I think we're gonna sleep. I used to have a bed right there. Pretty sure. We'll sleep real quick. It's been a while since I've slept in this world. I don't want phantoms to go after me. If I can help it. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Make an awkward potion, and then you make... Okay, I should have redstone in here. Yeah. Glowstone dust makes it stronger. Redstone dust makes it longer. FYI. That's how I remember it. Glowstone is stronger. Redstone is longer. Nope. Not what I wanted. That works. We got our soul sand. We got our with skeleton skulls. Now the question for finding this wither is: do I fight it underground like normal, or do I try to fight it in the overworld? That is the question. There we go. I unironically love the fact that you go to bed in the bedroom that you made instead of building a nice house with a bedroom, then sleeping in the field like so many Minecraft. So I will sometimes sleep in the field. I do have a bed on me, I think. I do have a bed on me. I could use that. I was gonna come here anyways to do this. If I have a bed just lying around, I'll use that. If I don't have a bed lying around, then I'll find something else. So. I do need to update this this place. I think this is my backup netherite armor here. This is my first set of stuff. First furnace, first crafting table. Gas Conqueror was the bow before Shulker Conqueror. And it's raining. It's raining, it's pouring. We dropped down into the tunnel. Question is, where do I fight this thing? So what's happening in the middle of a big build? I'm just pottering around my base to always go to my proper bed. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love these beacons so much. People on Afterlife hate me for these beacons, but I love this stuff. They don't hate me, but you know, I have like a quintuple beacon at my base, so. See if there's a place down here. I could go to the quarry actually. Well, you specifically, Skunk. Yeah, for sure. I'm a big extreme about it though. I'll also go back to my dining room to eat. Of course, yeah. As that's where I keep cooked food. Dining room to eat. That makes a lot of sense. We're gonna go to the quarry. The quarry. Yum 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 yum. I'm just gonna fight underground. It'll be the easy thing. There's water here. Uh-oh, Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh, Scooby-Doo. What's down here? Hello? I also have a regen, which actually helps. I don't need to use the regen potion. Banqueting hall. Yeah. But basically a place you would eat. For sure. Got a donkey there. We can do it down here. Yeah. Let's do this. Probably don't need the regen potion if I'm gonna do this out here. Or maybe I do, because I'm out of range of the beacon. Alright, good job, me. Well done. Let's see how poorly this goes. Because there's a good chance this is not going to go well. And I don't mean that I'm going to die, but, you know, I mean... I've done this before underground, and then the wither will explode, and it'll expose a lot of other stuff. This is Mineshaft the prototype, the one you made in Afterlife? Did I make one? I didn't make one in this season. Are you talking like a different season? Oh, no, you mean the hole. It was not quite the same idea. It was a similar idea of I just dug a giant hole. Yeah, so this one is an actual quarry. That was more of just I wanted to build underground, and so I dug out a hole. And I guess in general, it's just my propensity to just dig giant holes. I think, you know, that I just like the idea. I did that in where did I dig a hole? My first single player world. Actually, I want to hold on. Yeah, why not? I think actually, if anyone who hasn't seen this world, hello. This is my first Survival Heights world. I was in the middle of doing whatever this is when I died. I think this was really the first hole. So this, yeah, this is the first hole. So this was the original like mine shaft idea. So you walk in here, boom, boom. I had some like bulk storage here, and you walk in. I had a staircase down, but I could also just jump off of here, jump down the water. And I had a, I think it was just this way, yeah. I had this like mine shaft I never actually got to use because I think I built this, then I started building the other thing, and then I died. But I used it a little bit, I guess. But it's so green now too, because the vines I placed down grew. It's like how I do like doing my mine shaft, but on a way smaller scale. Yeah, this is the first one I built that was like on a big scale. This is the one I remember talking about this when I built it, where I just had an idea in my head if I wanted to do it. Like the entrance was gonna be this, and I wanted to walk in and have like a dome area, and I wanted a hole in the middle with a staircase around it. I knew I wanted all that. I didn't know what blocks at the time, and the rest of it just kind of came out of it. I had my haste tube beacon in the middle. The water drop thing was also an idea. But anyway, this is probably the, like, if we're talking like original ideas, like it was probably this. Yeah, I hadn't quite finished all of that, but. Oh, you were lurking, you only heard me die live, yeah. Hi, Faith. And since that day, Faith has not returned. I think Faith came back a couple times. But. Yeah, this is quite the build. I mean, many of you have likely seen this world. You remember that bridge. You remember was my starter tunnel over there. This build over here was my mob farm. You know how similar to I was showing the mob farm earlier that I have in my current hardcore world? For that mob farm, I want to build something around it. Well, this one I did build something around it. The floating ice cream cone. It was supposed to be a floating island. It didn't work out quite the way that I wanted it to. But, I mean, it still mostly worked out. But it was, like, basically the same design as this, I think. Or a very similar one. I could fly over here. There was no other way to get here. Well, actually, yeah, there was really no other way to get here other than to fly up here, unfortunately. But, anyways. Trip down memory lane. This world ended almost 5 years ago now. So. Would have been beginning of 2021, which we're getting towards the end of, well, we're in the second half of 2025, so like 4.5 years ago, I guess. Built the giant nether portal. This was not the start of my giant nether portal trend. That started back in 2018, but I was obsessed with building like max size portals. Mr. Greggles, what's up? Welcome in. So great. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. How was your stream? Good to see you. Thought you would shout out while I'm thinking about it. Hope you're doing well. Stream is good. What were you up to? Currently here, we're just flying around my very old, I'm flying around because I died in this world. This was a very old Minecraft hardcore world from like 5 years ago. We were talking about a big old quarry that I have in my current one. And beyond that, a big hole that I made on a server that I play on, Afterlife SMP. So, you were Minecrafting too? What were you doing? In the Minecraft. I'll hit a bit of nostalgia. I'll pop downstairs and get dinner. That sounds good. Oh wait, where is? Hold on, where is it? It was over here. Tubbo, the Tubbo cow. Yep, that was this world. I forgot about that. Built a mod pack and custom server. Ooh. Built a mod pack and a custom server. I'm not much of a modded person, but that does sound interesting. Building your own mod pack. Glad it went well though. Yeah, this world is something else. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I only got to do these few builds in it before I died. It only lasted like 8 months or something. But we go back now to season 2, which is the current season, which I've now been playing in for over 4.5 years. This is the quarry we were talking about. We were comparing the mine shaft and the world I was just flying around into this quarry. Obviously, this is a lot deeper because this is season 2. The season 1 world only went to like there. The world depth, height and depth and whatever hadn't changed yet when I died in that world. So it did for this one. Anyways, we're about to fight a wither. I think it's down here. Yeah. I have been working on stuff and things. that's a Slipgator thing. No, I've been working on clearing out area for my wither skeleton farm, which we do have a farm going, but I have a long-term project, I'm gonna say like a 10-year project, but with the rate that I'm going. Of digging out like a huge perimeter in the nether. So we've been digging that out and we're taking a break and gonna fight the wither. So yay me. Let's do it. Can never have enough beacons. I probably should have done this first, but it's fine. We'll be okay. Just in there. Little cheaty, but it's fine. We're okay. All right, now we're good. Shouldn't be too hard. 3, 2, 1, we're done. Cool. I think that was about 30 seconds. If I had that right. I think that was a good time. Not bad. See, just do that so I can still walk through here. Do that. Beautiful. Wasn't that fun, chat? That was great. I thought that was great. We were kind of in my beacon beam as well. Yeah. For anyone who's new around here, by the way, thank you so much again, Mr. Gurgles, for the raid. I really do appreciate it. For anyone who is new around here, this is my hardcore single player, and my amplified hardcore single player survival world started back in February of 2021. We don't have a ton of days in it. I play it off and on here and there. But this is the main area of the world. So we were just in the quarry over here. This is inside of my farming village. You can see just the sheer number of houses that I've built in this area. It's a lot. I think there's a wall. Not really a wall here. I was building a wall over here, a village wall that goes around. This is pretty cool. Over here we have our villager trading hall. Iron farm in the middle. It's very laggy once we go this way because of my. We go over this way because of my storage system, which is over here. I have this little area here where we can fly into the storage. This is my furnace setup. Again, it's a little laggy, but a lot of reasons for that. There's just a lot of things in this area. And we have shaders on, so that, you know, certainly doesn't help it. So, and into my storage room. Voila. Big storage. Good stuff, good stuff. So down here, I think the potions go over here, if I remember correctly. Okay, we can put this back on. We have another star. We can make a beacon. We should probably do that while we're thinking about it. I think strength will go here. Beacon, I need 5 glass, 3 obsidian. I got obsidian in my ender chest, I believe. So if I were to do this, do that. Oh, all this stuff actually should go into a shulker box, and I'll load that in. So let's do this. Put all that in a shulker box. If we were to grab our valuables, I've got obsidian here. We do already have a beacon in here as well. We can stack it. I have like an extra beacon I always have lying around. In the event that I need a quick haste 2 beacon, I've got all the materials already in my ender chest. We need glass. I believe glass is this way. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a crafting bench. We've got ourselves another beacon. Beautiful. All right. I thought I already had an ender chest. Maybe it's over here. No, it's not. I should have an ender chest just lying around here somewhere. If you hear that clicking, we'll go to that in a minute. Just because I haven't been there in a bit, to be honest. That clicking is a item elevator? Yeah, it's an item elevator. For a couple of automatic farms we have running in the area. And we'll actually put the bottles away over here. I think it's under the nether items. I have some just extra bottles lying around down here. Let's throw these in here. So if I do this, we step back, get my ender pearls. You should see a little entrance over there. Pop up here. Many you already. Well, I'm glad I was wearing my chest plate. I guess if I had my elytra on, I could have saved myself the fall, but I just ender pearl through the stairs. Good job, me. Well done. What's this? Why was that doing a thing? That was weird. What is happening here? Hold up. What is going on here? Not something stuck in here, is there? How did a melon slice end up here? Interesting. This is our overflow chest here, by the way. You can see all the all the hoppers here. Whoa. Okay. What is happening here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Are our melons overflowing? Oh my gosh. Yes, we did the wither fight. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me find my way out of here. Okay. How do I get out of here? It's over here. I need an easy way out of here. I'm gonna do this. You know, the lag kind of feels like it's gotten worse. I mean, it's not going anywhere, so it shouldn't be causing that much lag. But that hold on. am I doing? We definitely overflowed on Melons. I don't know how, but we did. It's face cam time. All right, give me 1 second. For those who don't know, by the way, what are we talking about when we say vacuum time? So it's a stream redemption here where you guys can pay to, I say pay, with your channel points, to have me vacuum my office. And as part of that deal, obviously, you can't know if I vacuum my office until there's a webcam on. So I typically make that kind of a webcam stream from there on out. So, but hold on, give me 1 second. Let's maybe do this like here. I do actually, since I'm not near a bed, I don't think. We're gonna go to sleep real quick. Get rid of the rain. I will go grab my vacuum. So this goes. There's a little bit of stuff I need to clean out here. Not a whole lot. I'll vacuum around Bailey's bed as well. So let me do that. Okay, if I do that, yes, game pause. We can pause the game here. Make my life a little bit easier. Where's webcam at? Aha! My room's a bit of a mess, but it's fine. Howdy. I think this is the best the webcam's gonna be. I can probably move this over here, like my microphone, and you'll be able to see some of the area below. It's a bit difficult, but we'll see. Put that there. All right, let's see how this goes. I'll leave the microphone on as per usual, so. A lot of you guys like that stuff, I guess. I don't know. All right. Gotta stay out, Bales. Alrighty. You ready for this, chat? Alright, let's put this stuff over here. Out of the way. And then this can go over here for now. I'm not gonna move anything, I don't think, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna actually move a whole lot of stuff. Just make the area a little tidier. Got a Bailey toy. It's a big old, if you guys can see it. The long toy. You know, a couple of things. Here. That's a little better. Now what happens if we do... Have you done one of these since I moved? I don't remember. We can at least do that. Right? Like, see the floor a little better now. See? This trusty thing. You don't get a whole lot of floor coverage, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna move this up just a hair. Giving way too much of my desk. There. That's better. If we plug this in. Here, yes. My Ethernet cord, gotta deal with that at some point. But good enough for now. Alright, y'all ready? Quick and painless. Slow lava, quick and painless. Here we go, we're all done. No, there's nothing to make it dirty. No, there's nothing to make it, like, do the opposite. No, this redemption, actually I don't really remember why. Why I made this, other than it gave me an opportunity to make sure that, you know, my room was mostly clean. But I don't really remember why this was set up. Over here. Hello, chat. I'm back. Probably should have shut off the music, but it's fine. There's probably nice, soothing background music. Unfortunately, I don't think I can try here. It's kind of hard for me to really get center with how my monitors are. So, a little difficult, but thank you for the redemption. Yes, it is face cam time. Drinking my lemonade flavored water. Left you behind. All right, let's get going. And of course, like I was saying earlier, Facecam then stays on for the rest of the stream. We got a big uh-oh though in the stream, and we need to fix the uh-oh. Cause it's bad. It is real bad. I need to figure out the source of the problem. What is this uh-oh that I speak of? Well, we should not be having Melons go to that part of the storage system. Also does show me, I think that part of the storage system might be broken. But anyways, so I want to know, because the storage is down here. Are our melons just like super full? Are they completely? Oh, yeah. That's bad. That's not good. That's very bad. What I need is an auto crafter probably. I've never actually used an auto crafter though. That's a big uh-oh. What we'll do for now, I mean, what I used to do here is just literally do this and craft a whole bunch of melons out of it. But what I really should do in the long run, this will be a temporary solution for now, is just make an auto crafter, hook it up to all this. We're gonna run out of space for pumpkins too. Like I might have to shut off some of these farms. Like we're getting to a point where I'm just like, I just have too much, you know? Like, am I really ever gonna use this many melons? Probably not. We can fix it real quick. Yeah, I could sell a bunch to farmers. Yeah, no, that's true. I don't think you can uncraft melons though, can you? No, you can't. That is kind of a weird thing. Why can't I uncraft melons? That doesn't make any sense. You can craft melons, you should be able to uncraft them as well. So this gets the melon farm running. What this does mean though is that the melon farm's pretty efficient. It's a good design. Melon, Oh, this must be pumpkins here as well. I think. No, maybe that's melons. I think that's melons as well. Grabbing a bunch. We're gonna have to go retrieve all the ones that overflowed though. It'd be a bit of a disaster. Oh yeah, that's true. You can break them. Yeah, that's a good point. But then you have to break them to get the melons back, which is kind of weird. Make all of these melons. Wonder how backed up the system is then. Wonder if I've got items sitting like ready to be despawned then. I honestly totally forgot that I used to do this. Do that. Oh. There we go. Filling up real quick. Once couple golems are in, will you change storage methods? I mean, I'll probably keep what I currently have. I don't honestly know enough about copper golems. I haven't looked enough into it to know what the switch would mean, I guess. Like, does it actually do the bulk item storage that I want it to? Does it do all the individual, I mean, individual item sorting it should, but what's the range on it? And, you know, I'd have to probably redo my entire storage system. I mean, maybe they could reach 5 blocks or 4 blocks up. I don't know. Can copper golems reach 4 blocks up? Stuff like that will, I think, definitely influence it. I've got the redstone system already set up. It might be nice to have like a smaller copper golem system. And I think where that could be really cool is eventually I want to make a witch farm, and I want to have a storage system over at the witch farm for bulk item sorting for those items as soon as they come out of the witch farm. That could be a pretty cool thing to have copper golems for. So but yeah, we'll see. For this storage system, I'll probably just keep it as is. So I haven't added an auto crafter to this storage system, and this was built before auto crafters were in the game. We just discovered that this was overflowing today. So I'm just trying to do some damage control right now. That is something we can probably quickly go into a creative world and just kind of test out. Cause like I was telling stream, like I've been telling you all, like I haven't used an auto crafter before. I don't even know how it works really. So it would be a nice thing to know how that works, so I can use it. You know, because I feel like I do need to use it for this, for at least the melons. Okay, that should be enough. Wow, that's a lot of crafting. That should be enough for now. I do need, so this needs to go into our shulker box unloader. I need to grab some shulker boxes up here. So you can go in there. Yeah, that works. Grab some shulker boxes from there. We need to get behind the redstone. Was it all the way on the bottom level? Wait, how did it make its way all the way to the bottom level? This is the top level. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. So it starts over here. It's made its way, or is all this stuff backed up too? I gotta look now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is a mess. This is a big mess. This is a big no-no. What I should do is, as I'm going, just craft these up. I've got a crafting table down here somewhere, right? Do I not? No crafting bench here. Got one over here, I guess. I didn't think that oh, you know what? This is in the spawn chunks. I'm regretting my life's decisions. I was like, there's no way, you know, there's no way that this is... The cactus overflow too? Hold on. Oh no, cactus is over here. Okay, cactus, we're fine. We're good. There's so many. Stuck again. The cactus back in there. Because there should not be any melons coming through here. There should only be cactus. But they've all gotten stuck. Let's do this. So I bet you part of the lag, if I were to go behind here, ooh, we should go check. Hold on. There are so many melons coming up through there. Oh my goodness. Oh man. All right. And what they're doing then is they're making the way all the way over there, and they're dropping down. They're getting stuck over there. Okay. I mean, it just keeps going. I guess that's better now. All right. Yeah, I think the spawn chunks are getting smaller, I think. Which, I mean, is fine by me. Why is that flashing? Okay. These farms are a little too efficient. That's what I've kind of learned though. I don't really need the most efficient farms. Alright, so this is all fine. That's all good. We're all good. Oh, we've stopped the bleeding now. Good. Good, good, good. We're in a much better spot now. Yeah. Because we took care of the melons. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Why am I glitching in the walls today, man? There we go. Nope. Okay, that works. Cover that up. I want to grab a crafting bench real quick, if I can find one, or just steal this one for now. I don't want to steal that one. I want to get a new. Well, you know what? I probably have one in my ender chest. No? Huh? It could be in tools then, right? Yeah. I was saying, I've got to have ender chests just lying around. Not ender chests. Crafting tables. How do I make my way down here? Some melons here. Let's grab you. Still getting stuck. Uh-oh. Okay. Very dangerous. Especially with it being a little laggy like this. Alright. Let's grab the melons. Let's craft them up. It's gonna take a little bit to get this fixed, but my hand's falling asleep. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna install an auto crafter now. At least figure out how it works. That's gotta be a top priority for this world. Got melons still filing through here. Thank you. That's empty now. Okay. This thing comes down to here. What I could do, grab this. Where's the end here? Here. Okay, we'll just start making our way down since we're already just sitting here. Let's do that. It is all the way down here. We got this though, we're good. I think it's all the further I can reach here. We just jump down there. Oh, you know, we can jump here. Yeah, we just do that. Just do that. Oh, stay here. Right here's good. Just get out of these hoppers. I'm honestly surprised that the melons didn't make their way through like the storage system. which I think is why this is a little jarring. Might be because the bottom layers aren't completely done yet. In terms of like the individual item sorters need items filled in them still. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's do that. Then we can hop here where we've got up to here. We've got you and you. I think that works. So let's do that or that. Let's grab you. I'm just making my way one by one down these hoppers. It's working out pretty well, I think. Causing my redstone to go crazy. Grab you. Let's grab you. We can be down here now. All right. Hands going to sleep again. Come on. Let's do that. More melons. We good now? We're good now. Okay. Whew. That is done. Weird that this is not working the way I expected to. Oh, no. Interesting. Don't know why this wasn't working. That's a problem for a later day. It's on some kind of like weird circuit, it felt like. I don't know. I don't know. Got a more immediate issue, so let's do this. Got a whole bunch of that stuff. Let's grab this. Got some melons on us. Cool, cool. Is there a way for me to ender pearl up there? Way up there. Ooh, that wasn't good. What? There you go. Ah, dang it. Gosh darn it. I can't do that either. Nope, can't do that. How do I get out of here? Got some space here. Fine. What is that for? Maybe that's just like extra blocks out here. Hold on. Huh. Okay. That is the rail. So we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna plug this hole over here. Like that. Thank you. Go way out here. I'll put you there. That's fine. Put you there, or... Alright, let's make our way back around. Up here. The lag might be a little bit better. But not really. Okay, how are we doing over here? Things filing in? Coming in here? Are they coming in? They're coming in here? Nothing's moving. I think we're good. I think we're a lot better now. Yeah, there we go. We're good. I am going to do a little more crafting of this stuff, I think. Then what I think I want to do is move over to a creative world, and we can experiment with the auto crafter there a little bit. See what it takes to set up an auto crafter. So I'm gonna need this, I think. How does it work? Like, can you pass items through the auto crafter that don't need crafting? Let's see. My test world. By the way, if you haven't seen this test world, we worked on this on stream a little while ago. But you know that layout for the castle fort thing that I've had on top of the mountain for forever? This is kind of the layout we're going with right now. I would build a fountain in the middle here too, which I quite like. But yeah, so this is where I plan everything out. Craft. Wait. Do I not have the... When did the auto crafter come out? What if this version doesn't have the auto crafter in it? I'm using a fairly old version now. Ah. Yeah, I don't have auto crafters in this version yet. So we can't work on that today. Because I'm going to need to update Minecraft. I'm using 1.20.4 right now. I need to update to at least 1.21. But I can experiment a little bit on my own. How did I... It's a thing. Okay. Very complicated. What we can do, if I go into the Season 2 world, is, if you guys are aware, I have this handy dandy to-do list. So we'll put at the very top here, auto crafter for melons. Melons. So these are like the top few things. So we want to put Happy Ghast on here. It's kind of like the next thing. Start on some of this. Bridges from main island, main small island, and spawn chunks to other islands. Yep. We don't have a slime farm, which is kind of crazy. Do I not have like the end portal? Can I put it here? And I can't. We do have end portal room here, which is something I've already got designed. I just have to build it now. I never got goats and goat horns in this world. We should definitely do that. We got all kinds of farms to build. So I'm just looking through this now. I do want a nether hub. Although our nether hub that we have on top of the nether is probably fine. And I'm sure there's other stuff here that I'm not even thinking about, to be honest. But we got this whole list of things that we need to get done probably first. I'm pretty happy, I feel like, with the amount of stuff that we have to do, though. At least melons need to get put away. We've got a healthy amount of things to do. And I'm not bored of this world at all. I think part of it's I haven't played in here, like, not playing in here 40 hours a week, right? But still. Melons. There we go. So we are good there. We can put these in here, and we are good to go. It's gonna fill up fast, though. I think this is already filling up here. So let me actually just do this real quick. Make all this into melons. Pretty much a clean slate down here. So, and I don't actually know if this is pumpkins or melons. I think this is pumpkins here. Would have had to be pumpkins here. We may have to convert one of these to be melon blocks, and these can be melon slices here. We'll see. I mean, yeah. Reorganize this a little bit. It's fine, that's fine. That's still full, that's still full. Just throw all these down here. But yeah, we don't have auto crafters in this version of the game, so. I think my other farms are okay though. This is the auto pumpkin and melon farm here, by the way. This is cactus. Both of these are sugarcane. I do want to check the sugarcane, I think. Did we make it through all of this? Yeah. Sugarcane. We still got storage. Still got room here. Cool. I like it. We've almost filled up this one. So we've got about 11 double chests of sugarcane. Oh, you know what? I think Signing Stan, you were saying this earlier. That we can just sell a bunch of these. I need to go look at my villagers real quick before we do that. I missed Diagonal's message earlier. For something like melons, it's straightforward. You just have to be sure the crafting is slow enough that you don't get seeds. Crafting is slow enough that you don't get seeds? What do you mean by that? Like, if it goes too fast, you can craft melons and then craft seeds out of it? Or, I guess with the melons themselves, I guess I'll have to play with it. But with the maybe with the melon slices themselves, you create seeds out of those. I'm trying to remember how you get melon seeds as part of it. All damn villagers. The farmers are down here. What we got? Wait, I can sell melon blocks here. Let's sell some melon blocks, shall we? Do I have stone over here? I'm trying to see if I still have... No, I don't. Okay. Grab some melon blocks. Just grab a shulker then, maybe. Hey, Night Fox, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well today. Grab 2 chocolate boxes, I think. You missed our melon fiasco, unless you were lurking in the background. Building your city? Nice. How's that going? Actually... almost done? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. Let's not die. Let's go over here. Got my castle to still build, but all in due time. I'm so close to another Afterlife video. I've got a couple things left to do. That's it. I think I threw the melons over there. I threw them over here. I know what I should do. I should do this. This year photo in Afterlife General? Yes? I believe so. If you were showing your city, the buildings in it, I believe so. Seemed like you'd made a lot of progress in designing things, so. Doing this because I want to craft some emerald blocks. I've got emeralds in here somewhere, don't I? I've got too many emeralds, man. Too many. I need to sleep. Do 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 do. These are cartographers. These are not what I want. A lot of cows here, though. Yeah, it's a big project. Don't burn yourself out on it, though. I will say that, you know. I know you want to get it done, but you know, don't stress too much about if you either can't or, you know, spend too much effort trying to do that, because you know, pretty easy with big projects like that to burn out on, especially when a season is ending and there's this pressure to kind of get everything done or try to get everything done. This is gonna take forever. I'll leave the melons here. These can stay here. You can come with me. That's why I've set certain expectations for myself for the castle. I'm just gonna build the outside, and if I get to some of the interior and I have time, great. I don't think at this point I'm going to. I've got a video finishing, got the storage system finishing this week, and then it'll just be on the exterior of the castle. And if I can get that done, like that'll be great. So. Not trying to put too much pressure on myself. Are we all good? All refreshed? We're all refreshed. We can make a lot of money off of these Melons, I'll tell you that. Oh, we do want to do this, actually. That's fine. I want to do that. Yeah, I feel that, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things like you're like, oh, I have this plan, I want to make sure I get it done, you know? And you do, like, obviously do the best you can to get as much of it done as you can, but don't put, you know, too much pressure on yourself. That's all I'm saying, so. Been a long time since I've spent some time down here. I generally don't need to trade anything in this trading hall anymore. It's nice to have, it's just... There we go. See if they refresh. Y'all should refresh. There we go. There we go. Cool. 3, 2, 1. Go up the thing. Go up the thing. Got any more refreshments over here? Nope. I think we're done. Refilling our emerald stash is what we're doing. Alright. We repaired our pickaxe. It's good enough. I will leave this stuff here. So anytime we need XP, we can just come over here instead of going to the Enderman farm. So. Two years. I don't think I never actually did anything else for a Twitch partner. I put this check mark here when I got it. The 2-year anniversary was 2023. 4-year anniversary of Twitch partner was 4 years ago. Or 4-year anniversary was a few months ago now, which is weird to think about. But alright folks, I think we're gonna wrap it there. Been about a 2-hour stream. I'll probably find someone to raid. Folks want to stick around. Find someone to go raid and say hi to. So I do need to, I think, before the next time we play in this world, update to the next version, to much newer version, I should say. Who's online? Who we gonna raid? But yeah, thanks for being here, folks. Thanks for hanging out for a few hours. I appreciate it. Hopefully this week I'll have an Afterlife video out, probably by next weekend. It's my goal. And then the next one after that might be a single player video. We'll see. But I'm really focused on trying to get that stuff done on Afterlife. So, all right, who's online? We got Shadow. Let's head over to Shadow. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate you all. I'll throw the social links. I'll throw the Discord link. Big shout out and thank you to Mr. Greggles as well for the raid earlier as well. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are still here from that raid as well, I appreciate y'all sticking around and lurking and hanging out. So let's go to my good friend Shadow, the Shadow Stone hardcore. Is he still hardcore? Yep, hardcore Minecraft extraordinaire. So raid. So let's just do our raid message real quick before I do it. It is hashtag fire raid with the Fire Nation is raiding with my emotes if you have them. If you know any of the love heart hype raid kind of emotes are appreciated as well. You can copy and paste that and paste it whatever we head over. So head over to Shadowstone. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time. Later.